You've got these weird, unseen forces going on in your life, and you find yourself doing things that you don't want to do and not doing the things that you do want to do. It's like your doctor told you, you need some diet, some exercise, and take some time for yourself and get away from it all. Maybe spend some time in nature. And where are you? In a crowded burger joint with people you don't know or like? Having a second cheeseburger? What the? I'm going to take just a couple minutes out of your life and explain to you what's going on. Let's start from the foundations, okay? Over the past 3 to 4 billion years, every single life form has been concerned about two things. 1, getting the energy you need to stay alive. 2, keeping that energy, not losing it. So 3 would be doing as little as you need to make sure you don't lose that energy. These 3 things link up tightly. From the very first life form, any life form that didn't do this is now gone. So that means when you see food, or if you know about food, over the past few billion years, you want to get that food and then not lose weight and then not do anything to lose that weight. To drive this point home, how does a dog lose weight? The owner puts it on a diet. Does the dog put itself on a diet? The dog has most of the brain functions we have. It's got to realize it's getting fat. No? Why not? Oh yeah. Get food, keep the food, don't spend the food. If you're not playing catch with that dog, it will not give itself an exercise program. This is fully normal. In fact, it's your primary design. Since then, a lot has happened. 385 years ago, we invented sex. It's relatively new, evolutionarily speaking, compared to 3 or 4 billion years ago, but it does have some solid history. But what's more true is something that happened much more recently. Over the past million years, your brain tripled in size. Over the past 30,000 years, you lost 10%. And in losing 10%, you gained society. Now we desperately seek cities. We're city-seeking creatures. That means you hunger for the opinions of others. Else you wouldn't live in a city. Otherwise, there's no benefit to be here. This changes your motives. Let's circle this back, shall we? The reason you can't do things is you're not sure how other people are going to react to that. If there's something that people react strongly to and positively to, that changes how you do that thing. So doing things on your own is hard. You are so keyed to observe the opinions and reactions of other people. Your opinion and reaction to yourself doesn't count as a vote. This changes what you can do. This is why you can't live up to your potential. This is why gossip is so important to our species. When we feel how dominated we are by other people's actions and our perception of them, we work to create distance between ourselves and that person. And the best way to do that is harsh, brutal, scathing criticism. They're not actually trying to attack that person. What they're trying to do with gossip is they're trying to defend themselves. This is why clothing is so important as a language. People who focus on clothing aren't necessarily trying to attract somebody in some way, shape, or form, be it friendly or sexual. The vast majority of communication with clothing is to show status and power between equals. This is why men tend to dress for success, and this is why women tend to dress to fit in to their milieu. Understand that those gender specifications seem harsh, but let's also point out to some raw stats, women are 3 times more likely to get depressed than men. Now, why is that? If I'm not allowed to answer that question, I want you to. The final stage of where your motivation goes, why you do so little. You spend a large amount of your effort and energy at war with yourself. People see their gas pedal of force and their brake of force, depression and anxiety, as miserable, horrible, and dangerous things to be avoided. So you spend much of your life trying to avoid your own power. Now, if that seems odd, that those things which are obviously negative are actually your power, let me explain how the human brain was built. The human brain was designed to look for problems. If something's not a problem, it doesn't spend much time at it. The human brain was not designed to make you happy. There's never been a species that has evolved successfully because of its unique ability to be happy all the time. The reason any species has evolved is because it sees the problem. It needs to get, keep, and save the energy. And if it can't solve that problem, most recently in the past 30,000 years, we've begun using each other's opinions of ourselves as our problem-solving tools. How do you build a skyscraper? You force, cajole, and guilt each other into doing it until a skyscraper goes up. It's the most bizarre phenomenon. No other species does it. The closest we have to that is a beaver. And beavers are hardwired. When they hear water, they keep on chopping up wood and making dams until the sound of water stops. We don't have that. We have social conscience. Are there ways out of this mindset? Yes. Yes, there are. Obviously there are. For example, the weight problem in Japan is dramatically less. Why? It is considered publicly disgraceful to be fat. They have a lot less problems with obesity. Do they have other body image problems? Oh yes. Do they have other psychological problems? Oh yes. But do they have obesity problems? No. Is there a better solution to this? Oh my God, yes. Are you willing to listen to it? See, that's where I'm going to end this right now.